You know how when you were young and your parents used to tell you, Timmy, don't play with fire? I'd say if you have a copy of this movie, that's a good place to start. Hey guys, what y'all been up to? How you doing? Y'all doing good? Why y'all so quiet? Hey guys, and welcome to Juice Talkies. I'm Joshua Perez, and today's movie review, we're talking about playing with fire, because I'm gonna burn myself and kill myself because I had seen this movie. So I didn't originally plan to go see this movie. This is definitely not a movie that I was interested in, but you know, that's part of the gig. You've got to see everything, you know, because what you don't like, someone else may like, and this is definitely a movie that's catered more towards children, so I had to suck it up. I'm here to save lives, people. I'm here to save your life and your wallet. So Playing with Fire stars John Cena, John Leguizamo, Judy Greer, Keegan-Michael Key, and some tall, lanky looking dude who looks like Gordon Fisherman before he decided to become a fisherman. That guy. And basically the story focuses on a group of firefighters. They're out there doing bull. Like, they don't do anything. So the story follows a group of firefighters who end up rescuing a group of kids in a burning home while their parents are out on some kind of vacation or trip or something, and they end up having to spend the weekend with the firefighters at their base. So they basically have to spend the weekend without trying to lose their minds. So like I said, the movie stars John Cena. He's had a couple roles where he's actually quite funny. This one, I mean, I'm not sure. Like, a lot of the humor in this movie is very forced because it comes out cringy. A lot of the humor, dialogue, they fall flat. Unless you're like 5. And John Cena, I thought, looked very weird in this movie. Like, he looks like some kind of 45-year-old man undercover disguised as some 12-year-old boy, like just going into puberty or something. Like, he looks really weird. Keegan-Michael Key's character was probably the highlight. I feel like he was the funniest out of all of them. John Leguizamo was okay. But you know, like, what are you gonna do with what you're given? And then the dude named Axe in the movie, he came, like, it made no sense with him. Like, the whole movie is carrying around an axe, he doesn't say anything, and it's stupid. And moving on to the kid actors, most of the time kid actors annoy me, especially if it's ones that are just kind of like, well, hey, you're 5 or 6, you're a kid, here, get in this movie. And you know, a lot of the time, like, when they're delivering their lines, it's so bad. So while they're babysitting these kids for this weekend, like, chaos ensues and the kids are just getting in trouble. Like, it's basically a gag-filled movie, gag after gag after gag, and it's silly. And a lot of the things in this movie does not make any sense whatsoever, especially when they actually rescuing the kids from the burning home. Normally in a typical setting, if this happened in real life, like, you'd have kids screaming, you'd have kids crying, I mean, like, running around. Do something, just don't sit there. But in a normal situation, you're not gonna have just kids just sitting there waiting to just burn to death. These were like the calmest kids I have ever seen in an extreme situation. But while they're staying in the base, like, you know, you kind of see, like, John Cena's character, he's kind of like very serious, like, you know, he doesn't smile, he doesn't joke around, like, he's all about the business. And, you know, you've got these kids who are the complete opposite. So you're trying to get this promotion, dude, like, what? You guys don't even do anything. In this whole entire movie, they had one rescue that they did for the kids, and you don't see them do it again at all in the movie. So I'm like, that's gotta be the easiest job ever. Like, hook me up, sign me up. Like, I play with fire sometimes, I grill. These guys are living it up. They ain't gotta work. They're getting paid for just sitting around and sitting at home and, you know, now babysitting. They're babysitters. And you know, you gotta feel bad for these kids because these parents left, and you know, they left them to die. There's so many silly gags that happen in this movie. This whole movie, This whole movie feels like an episode of Looney Tunes, except Looney Tunes is funnier. But you know, this movie requires a suspension of disbelief because it's catered to kids. Another annoying thing is all the scenes we had to have with John Cena going shirtless. Like, seriously, man? Like, this is a kid's movie. You think kids really want to see that? Then there's a side story with John Cena character's love interest, blah, 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 blah. I really hated this movie. This movie was terrible. It's super cliched. It's super predictable. There are just so many better options out there for kids. Wait till next weekend. I think next weekend is Frozen 2. But you know what? I have a better family movie recommendation. Just take your kids to see Terminator Dark Fate. So that way you can tell them, hey, look, Timmy, if you don't clean your room, this is what's gonna happen to you. The future is gonna send the boogeyman back in time to come and get you. Problem solved. I will give him props though for like some of the messages in the movie in relation to foster care and foster children and, you know, kind of just raising kids. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this movie Garbage Juice! It felt so good to use that one. I haven't used it yet, but this movie can choke on it. So yeah, guys, terrible movie. Probably the worst movie I've seen so far this year that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't even know why I bothered. My eyes hurt, my brains hurt already from this movie. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave me a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. I have the links in the description. That way we can carry on a conversation there too. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good week.